Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Hakim. It's your brother Zahala from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of the great millstone, and blessings unto the hopeful and sincere elect. It's real quick. It's coming apocalypse. They call it a retail apocalypse, where the word apocalypse means to reveal. And the revealing of these times on the earth right now is that this kingdom's coming to an end, man. Storehouses are going to be seen as empty pretty much very soon. There's going to be major famines striking across the capitals, major cities, especially Babylon the Great, America, and everything's changing from what we see now to a digitalized system, online digitalized system, man. And a lot of these retail stores are going to go under, basically go into administration, foreshadowing basically Esau cutting down the numbers and causing chaos throughout society, man. Because these people out here, the goyim as they call them, this is people. The populations are gonna be in dire straits, man. In these last days, all their pleasantries and all the as the scripture says, the mirth of the land is ceasing. It's gonna be gone. So it says Walmart store closures and are a warning sign of retail apocalypse, with other chains also facing threat. Expert says, man. So retail apocalypse, man. All these stores, these major stores and outlets, and all that, they're going to be shut down. Esau's going to be thinning the herd, man. As well as him actually thinning the population. He's going to be thinning the actual society of people having access to certain things, man. And the only way you're going to be able to gain access to these stores, so to speak, in this new digitalized age, fourth industrial revolution, is you by you having that biometric device inside of your body, man, known as the MOT to the B. And if you haven't got that, you won't be able to buy or sell, because there was another article that I read the other day. Now they're saying that most retail stores are going to be, but self checkout. Basically, you don't have to line up to pay and all that stuff. You can just walk out and purchase your items, so to speak, biometrically, because they're doing away with the cash. It's going to be a cashless society, and a new way of buying and selling is basically going to be you being swiped, through monitors and all of that stuff, So that's the new way of buying and selling is coming. So the Walmart stores, the major Walmart stores are going to be getting closed more and more, and a lot of them Walmart stores are probably going to be made into makeshift concentration camps in the time of Jacob's trouble as well, because Esau can use the space for them for the piling up of the bodies that are going to be gathered in these last days, man, in the time of Jacob's trouble. So I'm not making this too long, just from the Sun newspaper in the UK. But yeah, Walmart, it's over for these stores, man. These major stores, it's over for a lot of them, man. Esau's is cutting shit down. So it's Ecclesiastes 12, and I'll start from verse 1. It's heading says, "Remember the Most High in your youth." It says, "Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not." Yeah, so the evil days are coming, man. Because when the Esau's shutting down societies and all of that, closing down stores, that means evil is about to multiply on the earth. The word evil means a bad time. It says, "Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." Yeah, so verse 3 it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble." Yeah, the stock markets, the people that look at the financial forecasts, they're going to be trembling, man, because everything's falling apart. The stock market's going to crash pretty much very soon anyway, because we already know that's an inside job by the wicked elite, and they're determined to crash the American society so they can bring in that new world order, that new dystopian state, the fourth industrial revolution, by way of the MOT to the B, which is the C-HIP technology. It says, "And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease." And the grinders cease. Yeah, it's not going to be no more work for Egypt. And there's no all these stores closing down. That means there's going to be more unemployment. This is because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah. So the financial forecast for the future of America is very bleak. It's not bright at all. It's very bleak, and it's very futile basically, man. America's had its time to rule upon the earth, and now it's time for them to go down. You know, the scriptures talk about the rich having heaped treasures for the last days, man. This is definitely the last days of America, aka Babylon the Great. And as I said, the grinders shall cease, because they want basically people to be more dependent upon the government and the UBI, man, the Universal Basic Income. And over here in the UK, they call it Universal Credit, for people that are unemployed, to basically be dependent on the government welfare system, especially in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, people are gonna be more dependent on the welfare system, and if they want to, buy and sell, they're gonna have to take that CHIP technology to use the welfare system in the days to come, man. So this is all, mischiefs of the wicked elite, the council of the wicked, the pursuing this new world order, man, by any means necessary. Verse 4 says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Yeah, so all these jobs, all these companies are going into administration, is shutting down. Thousands upon thousands of people will lose their jobs, their livelihood. So the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So this whole society is falling apart, man. As apostles always say, is CTD, circling the drain. America's through, man. As I keep saying, the only thing that's left for America is the nuclear destruction, which is coming very soon. So Isaiah 24 and 5, 6, verse 7 says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth, man. It's the end of America's tirade upon the earth, man. America's days is definitely numbered right now. It says they shall drink wine with a song. This, like, I'll read that again, verse 9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Yeah, because it's bitter times, man. It's going to be desperate times. People going to resort to doing mad things, turn into savages and all that for the lack of bread. And all of these different things, man, because it's going to be, famine is definitely going to strike the lands, man, especially America, Babylon the Great. It says the city of confusion is broken down. The city of confusion represents who? America. Because the land, America, Babel, in the Hebrew from Babylon, means confusion, man. So the city of confusion is broken down, meaning what? America's not going to be made great again. It's going to go into destruction, perdition, the eighth head that shall go into perdition. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in. Yeah. So it's, so-called livelihood, the American dream is turning into a nightmare, man. A long, drawn-out nightmare. Nightmare on Elm Street times 10, and it's a dream that they can't wake up out of, man, because America's destined for destruction. It says there's a crying for wine in the streets, all joy is darkened, and the mirth for the land is gone. Yeah, so America's through, man. There's a countdown begins, man. It's been counting down, but everything's speeding up right now, man, and you can see it. If you got spiritual eye salve, you can see that America's through. So in the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction, and that's ultimately what's going to happen by way of the ICBM missiles, man. So anyway, last precept and I'll close out. Make this short and sweet. 2 Ezra 6 and 22 says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Yeah. So that means what? There's going to be a lack of resources, man. A lack of jobs, lack of resources. People that are sitting on their lease, they're going to be catching hell in these last days, man. Especially the 2/3 of Israel. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Yeah, so that means there's going to be a scarcity, man. A rarity of resources, food, water, the necessities of life, basically. As it talks about in Ecclesiasticus, the 39th chapter. Man's, bread, water, and all these different things. Honey, people are going to bug out when that time comes. Actually, I'm going to close out on that real quick. Since I've, quoted it. Don't want to butcher it. Ecclesiasticus 39, around the 26th, 27th verse. So it's Ecclesiasticus 39. It says, the principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. These are necessities in life, man. So when these things are made scarce and rare and a rarity, people will do anything to get it, And that's why people are going, it's going to be a time of great tribulation because of the lack of bread. As I told you in 2 Ezra 15. People are going to go ape shit and they're going to lose their minds literally because they're going to be lacking these resources, man. By design, by the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, these Edomites, starting with the wicked elite, because he wants to starve these people out to accept the New World Order. This is verse 27. It says, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. So in the time of collapse and society collapse and all these financial woes that's coming, it's going to be a time of evil, man. A great time of evil for people who are going to do anything to get those resources, man. Even if it means to kill their own, basically. It's going to get very bloodthirsty out here, very savagery type, lawless out here in these last days, man. That's the time of Jacob's trouble, man, among other things. So, expect the worst. So anyway, with that, I want to close out. Give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakach Kodash, and Shalom to the hopeful and sincere elect.